We're just gonna go ahead and get started. Let's just go ahead and pull up this 10K saving challenge. Now, this is the 10K saving challenge that I've come up with. I took a 10K saving challenge that I found on Google that was meant for 52 weeks. I modified it for 18 weeks because I'm giving myself 18 weeks to save $10,000. You'll hear me often say 4 months instead of 18 weeks, mainly because it's just easier to visualize 4 months than it is to visualize 18 weeks. As you can also see on my 10K saving challenge, I start with the highest number here and the lowest number is here. That is done on purpose, mainly because at the beginning of the summer, I do want to allocate a lot of money to my 10K saving challenge. As the numbers become less, it will allow me to hopefully allocate more money to other funds. That's what I'm actually really truly hoping for. We will see how I will tackle this. I do have an idea, but just know that I will be throwing pretty much everything at this savings challenge. Beyond my expenses and things like that, if I have something coming up, obviously I will try to budget for it, but I'm going to try to be very disciplined and have some self-control because I want to achieve this goal first. Now, this is my financial foundation that I am trying to build, you guys. So how am I going to go about this? Okay, so like I've said before, this is a pretty big saving challenge and it's kind of intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. But one of the reasons why I'm not that intimidated is because the budget community has really prevailed. If you watch any of these budget videos, some of these people have achieved what you would honestly think is impossible, but honestly keeping a straight head and knowing where your money is going can help you achieve all this. Now, I am starting this saving challenge with some money. I want to explain to you where this money is coming from. I am a bartender. I have bartended while I was in school. At my last job, the job that I was working while in school, I was a bartender. Oftentimes, the servers have to tip out a percentage of their total sales at the end of the night or at the end of their shift. This tip out is not given to me directly. Now, this tip out is not a lot. It's 1% of their sales, 2% of their sales, 3% of their sales, whatever. Like I said, that money is not given to me directly. It's given to my managers, and my managers collect the tip out from all the servers that were on that shift. They then take that money and put it in an envelope, and then it is up to me to come and pick it up the next day or whenever I feel like I want to. Now, for me, I would pick up my tip out at the end of the month, mainly because it would typically be more of a lump sum of money and it wouldn't be small amounts throughout the month. I would just pick up a larger amount at the end of the month. So in January of 2021, I went and picked up my tip out at the end of the month like I normally do. But I want to say at this time, I was just honestly in a rush. I was probably doing something. I had my tip out in my purse, and because I didn't want to go through the envelopes, I just put it in my nightstand, assuming I would come back to it. I rarely go into my nightstand, so I completely forgot about the tip out being in my nightstand until I randomly went in there and I saw it. I did not touch it or anything. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there because obviously I forgot about it, and I know for myself, if I put that money in my wallet or if I put it in the bank, I will spend it instantly. And because it's just sitting there and I kind of forgot about it, I'm just gonna let it sit there and I'm gonna save it for I don't know what, but I'm just gonna save it. I did that again the end of February, and then it wasn't until the end of March that I came across the cash envelope system, and I was like, this might be for me. And then, coming up with my plan and coming up with this 10K saving challenge, I then remembered that I had this tip out sitting in my nightstand, not doing anything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna allocate those funds into this 10K savings challenge. And it's gonna be my starting fund. And my thought process again was because it's already just sitting there. saving, quote unquote, saving, I might as well move it into my saving challenge, into my saving fund. At this time, I hadn't got my March tip out yet, and I was just sitting there patiently waiting to get my March tip out. I did not work in April, and that was because I wanted to allow myself ample amount of time to focus on school, the last month of school, as well as just to get my affairs in order in preparation of moving back home with my parents. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out my tip out for the last 3 months, so January, February, March. I'm gonna go ahead and move my iPad out of the way so we have some room. And here we are. This is my tip out for the last 3 months. Like I said, my managers would put it in an envelope at the end of each shift or at the end of each day. Sometimes I will work a double, rare. I obviously don't know how much is in here because they're still in their envelopes. And I kind of thought it was super, super funny when I came across this cash envelope system and I thought about putting this money into my cash savings challenge because this money is already in envelopes. So they're just kind of just going from one envelope to another envelope. And I just think that is super, super funny because it's like the world knew I was going to be doing this and I already put this money into some envelopes. But I'm just super excited to see how much money this is. I'm hoping that we can at least hit $300 within 3 months of tip out. I would hope I hit $300, fingers crossed. If not, whatever we can check off on that 10K challenge, we'll do that. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and fast forward through this. I'm just gonna go through each one of these and pull out the money, and then we'll get to counting, okay? So as you guys can see, my managers would put my name, the day that I worked, and how much tip out I received that day. But this number, I could calculate, I could technically go through and calculate this, but this number sometimes is wrong. It doesn't really correlate with what's in the envelope. And my managers just have a quarter left. They only have quarters at the end of the night. They may just put a quarter in here instead of a dime. So that's why I'm not going to go based off of this, and I'm going to actually just go through each one of these and we're going to count all together. The way I do it, I just put all the money down here. You can kind of like see it through the light. And I just rip it. Be careful if you do it this way because I have almost like ripped my money. See? You see what I'm talking about? Like, I mean, it probably is 10 cents. I don't know. It probably is 10 cents, but all this change just came from this envelope. We will see. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess oh my God. So it's technically $10.10, but they did it in the most dramatic fashion by using coins. So that's that. Another example, I can just already tell. So my tip out was $18.94. I could just tell there's no change in here, so they probably just put $19. Let's hope so. Hopefully they didn't cheat me out and only put 18. $19. Perfect. And now these want to fall. our last one finally. Okay. And there we go. Look, my ones are pretty much out of frame because it's honestly that many ones. It's just so many ones. That's gonna be so much fun to trying to counting all these ones. Woo. Wish me luck. Okay, we'll get into this in a second. So this is all the money that I have accumulated from tip out in the last 3 months. As you guys can see, I have a ton of coins. I actually was not expecting this many coins. I don't know why, because as a bartender, we get so many coins. Like, so many. Not even just through tip out. Like, just through our everyday tip. Because I've told you guys that I am throwing everything at this 10K challenge, and especially at the beginning, we are not counting this out. These coins are going into my 10K savings challenge. But it's not only these coins that are going into my challenge. It's also this one, this, last but not least, with 2 hands, this. So now this is all my loose change from bartending. As you can see, they are completely full, stuffed to the absolute brim. Now, I say that this is my loose change because I have always wanted to put my change into my savings account, but I've never gotten to it because if you guys don't know, you have to have your coins wrapped before you can take them to the bank. And as we know that I am moving shortly, I do not want to carry this change around while moving. I just see that it's going to be a hassle. So we are going to count this change and get it wrapped. But I'm not doing it by hand. Like, I'm not doing it myself. Like, that's dead. Let me go ahead and show you something. Okay, so my desk is getting kind of crowded, but these are the wrap coins and that I have already done. And again, these coins came from bartending. Just imagine if I wouldn't have wrapped these coins and then plus these coins, I would just have coins everywhere. So let me just go ahead. I'm gonna move my cash out the way just because we're not focused on that. We're actually focused on the change right now. The way I wrapped these coins was with this coin sorter that I got from Amazon. Unfortunately, this coin sorter does not work anymore. As I was wrapping these, it just stopped running. I have not cared to even try to repair it, as it was probably like only $20. That is part of the reason why I have all this backup of coins, because I haven't been able to wrap them. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this out the way, and I'm gonna show you what we will be using today. Okay, so this is my new coin sorter that I've gotten from Amazon. It's a lot bigger. It holds 2 rows. Okay. This thing is so much cooler than my last one, y'all. Okay. And we are on. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into sorting this change. Hopefully you guys can just see me. Yeah, we're gonna start with this and then move on to the coins. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna actually get as much as I can in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and run it. It said it can hold up to like 400 coins. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and let it start running. Okay, so it stopped because of the pennies, as you guys can see. I pulled out one row because this is like a 2-row thing. It's like 2 rows, so that's why I kept going. Now I can wrap these pennies, but I'm gonna continue to put this money in there. Nickels. Okay, so that was all the coins, the loose change from the tip out. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into this fresh jar. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some money in there. My pennies are gonna stop me first. That's fine. Go ahead, hit run. Okay, so we're back. I don't know how much I got on camera for real, but obviously I had some technical difficulties with my coin sorter, even though it was brand new, straight out the box. It is what it is. I did go ahead and talk to Amazon and they were able to ship me another one pretty fast. You know, Amazon, how they do. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into counting the rest of the coins because I was not able to finish because the coin sorter jammed. Like, that's so annoying. So we have these 2 jars left. So these are the coins that have been wrapped already. I found $2 2 $1 coins, which was kind of cool. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump back into it, and I'm just praying that this one doesn't break and that we're able to like get through this. I just really want to count how much money I have to start this 10K challenge with, for real. Okay, so enough talking, let's just get back into it. I'm gonna do this very slowly. I also realized that the camera angle was kind of bad. I don't really know what I'm trying to show you, but I just want you guys to see me put the money in and it coming out. So I'm kind of moving the camera. I just pray, y'all, that this is going to go. I'm gonna put some money in it. I'm so scared to put a lot of money in it. I just want to put a little bit at a time. Listen, if you get this coin sorter, this is what you might have to go through. So this is the truth and the honest. Okay. Whew, okay. Let's hit run. Okay, as usual, pennies are the first to get full. Okay, so we are done with that. These are now empty. We do have some coins that didn't make it completely to being wrapped. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that back into my coin jar. So that's the leftover change that's not wrapped. I will continue to save my coins because, as you can tell, it adds up. I will continue to save my coins, but probably just for like a year or something. Not specifically to this challenge, just for its own savings. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these out the way. I'm also gonna move our coin sorter, who did a great job. Let's give it a round of applause. Yes, because it did not jam, not once did it jam. But I was slowly feeding the coins in, and I was just praying that nothing went wrong. But we made it through. So now that that is moved out the way, let me just go ahead and try to show you guys. It's gonna all fall over, but it's okay because we need to actually organize this so that we can get to counting. Okay, so yes, this is all my coins that are wrapped, and we'll be going to the bank. Let me just go ahead and pull out this so you guys can see. This is just so that we can keep account of all of it, because it will just be kind of crazy to try to add all this in my head. So we're gonna go through the pennies, and then the nickels, and then the dimes, quarters, my $1 coins, then our $1 bills, 5s, 10s, 20s. So I don't think I have anything higher than that. And then we'll get a total. I'm excited, y'all. Super, super excited. So we're gonna go ahead and do our pennies. This is $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, okay, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17.50. I may or may not count this just because I don't really want to keep up with 50 cents. This might just go back into my savings, my coins. We'll see. For right now, let's just go ahead and write. Okay. So now we're going with nickels, which are in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So $28 in nickels. Go ahead and move those to the side. Okay, so I'm going to scoop these up a little bit. Okay. So now we have our dimes, which are in 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. $80. Cannot be mad at that and no dimes. I can promise you that. $80. Okay. Go ahead and move those out the way. What? This is a good start. $80 and just dimes. It's honestly kind of crazy. Like what? $80? These have to be okay. So these are my quarters, and they are in 10s. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. Is that right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200? Is that $200 in quarters, y'all? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? Okay, so it's $190? What's okay? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, I'm tripping. I was about to say, I mean, 190 in quarters, that's a lot. We only have 2 $1 coins. So I'm gonna put $2. Perfect. Now is our bills. I had to put my money up, and so these are my Ipsy bags that I just keep, which I absolutely love. I had to put it up because obviously I had already pulled the money out from the envelopes, and I went away, and it kind of took some days for this video to finish. So these look like to all be ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the ones out. Another Ipsy bag. Okay. More ones. I swear I have other denominations. let's see. Yeah, these look all to be ones. Again, another Ipsy bag.
Okay, now we get some other denominations and some more ones. Can't forget about the ones, apparently. Okay, so here are all the ones. Then, let's see, let's get to the size L. Two fives. Tens. Last but not least, our 20s. Okay.
Well, let's just go ahead and wish me luck.
I'm gonna push these up so we have more space. Okay.
Do y'all want to guess how many ones there are? By just looking at it, like, wish me luck trying to count all these. I'm doing them in tens. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I keep track. And I guess that's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's our new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 50. 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 200. 200. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40. Wow. So $100, $240. That's kind of crazy. Go ahead and write that down before I forget.
$240. Period.
Do y'all see that? $240 and just ones. We are on a great track. Like, this is amazing. $240. Next up is my fives.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
45, 50, 55.
So $155.
I'm so shocked right now on what's going on. Those are tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 20. Try that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
20. So 120. And then last but not least, our 20s.
20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 40, 40, 60. 40, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 82.
1, 2, 3. So 260 and 20s. Whew. Okay, y'all. Let's just go ahead, add all this up. Okay, so I grabbed my iPad, and so we're just gonna go ahead and add these numbers up.
So 1750 plus 28 plus 80 plus 190 plus $2 plus 240 plus 155 plus 120 plus
260. Oh. Can you guys see that? $1,092.05. This is definitely gonna go back into my coin savings, just because I want an even number. Because like, what? $1,092. $1,092. That is actually kind of crazy. Let me write that down. What's crazy about this is that I saved this money unintentionally. Now, my goal is to now save money intentionally. If I can save $1,000 and 92, if I can save $1,092 unintentionally in 3 months for real, not including the change that I got before that, imagine what I can do when I put my mind to it. That's just all I gotta say, okay? That's really all I gotta say. Okay, so this is our 10K saving challenge. Now, let's see. Out of this $1,000, let's see how much we can color off. So mine is $300. That leave us with $792 to work with. What's the next amount? $275. So minus $275. That gives us $517. So let's see, minus another $275, because I think that's next. Okay. Leaves us with $242 left, because this doesn't actually hit the next $275, so I'm not going to put this towards anything. As you know, I could technically put it towards like the $225, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just going to leave it in my 10K folder, and then hopefully, like I said, I'm going to be putting a lot, like any like extra money to this challenge. Like, I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into this challenge, so I'm not too worried that this is not a complete number on this chart. Hopefully, if I come across, you know, another, like, if I come across more money, hopefully I can, you know, make this at least, you know, $275, you know, whatever. Okay, so I just went ahead and filled those in because those are marked off of my 10K saving challenge, and we are already $1,000 in this challenge, which is crazy to think about. It's honestly crazy. I haven't even started and we're already $1,000 in. I'm actually just very thankful for starting this journey, and I'm glad that I'm able to put, you know, $1,000 somewhere meaningful. that's about it. So if you want to see what else and how my journey goes beyond this, want to see if I actually hit this 10K savings challenge, follow me, on this journey. I welcome anybody to help me. If you have any tips, if you know, just let me know. Anything that you want to know, any advice you could give a beginner person who, is just starting, please, leave it down in the comments. I honestly look forward to this. I'm going to go ahead and turn my iPad off because it's on 1%, and I'm just going to move it out the way while I talk to you guys. Again, thank you guys for watching so far. Continue to watch me, help me, motivate me into achieving this 10K savings challenge. Hopefully, I inspire you to do your own savings challenge. It doesn't have to be 10K savings challenge, but $1,000, whatever it is. Please let me know what your challenge is and how much you're trying to save so that we can do it together. I'm doing it in 18 weeks. It's going to be tough, but we will get through this, and we are going to achieve anything that we put our mind to. So let's just wrap this up, and I'll see you next time when I do another video. I can't wait. It'll be my first cash stuffing video. I'm excited. Bye-bye, you guys.